only for women, no. Monchofi. Okay, book recommendation. Sorry. I swear to God, I have like ADHD. No, literally, I do. Um, what do I think about LinkedIn networking? I'm sorry, somebody asked me a question about having a mentor and a startup in college. Okay, you know, I cannot advise you to drop out of college. I don't know how much money you've spent on it so far. What I can advise you is that a mentor will be extremely helpful for you. See if you can network with a professor. I think that would probably be a very solid plan. I don't know if your startup is related to your studies, but if one of your professors appeals to you or you really like that person, see if you could take them out for coffee and have a chat about your question, and they might be able to advise you or guide you in the direction of someone who would be a better help. Don't overlook the fact that you have some fantastic mentors available to you in college. It doesn't have to be a paid situation. There can be an exchange. It's just that usually when you pay to have a mentor, you take it more seriously. They all, ooh, hey girl, I became friends with 2 million. Yeah. They all work in tech, which isn't my area, but how can I approach them about opportunities? Okay, so you know a bunch of millionaires and billionaires who work in tech, which is in your area, and you want opportunities. Do they have access to the opportunities that you're looking for, is my question. If they don't, then I don't know how you're going to get them from them. What I can say is that there needs to be an exchange. So if you, and this applies to everyone here, if you're interested in networking with millionaires and getting opportunities, if you are going to do that, you need to provide value first. And that's not as difficult as it sounds. So for me, for example, when I met my mentor, not mentor, well, I guess technically mentor, the millionaire connection that I have who taught me how to make a fucking shitload of money, they needed my help first. I didn't need their help. I wanted their information, but I didn't need their help. They approached me about helping them with social media. So that was what I did. They needed some marketing advice and consulting and work done for their company. So I spent a lot of time helping them with that. And eventually we became friends. You know, we spent a lot of time at their house. We went to dinner a bunch. They made dinner for us, you know, yeah, whatever. I went to their 2-year-old's birthday party and I helped them clean up after. Pro tip, you want to build a connection with a millionaire, see if you can do really simple stuff like that. That'll really help you stand out. Eventually it got to a point where they were like, we want you to make more money. Like, we want to see you make a shitload of money. We want to see you do the stuff that we're doing just because, right? So for you to connect with these millionaires and billionaires in tech, I would say become as much of a like literal friend as possible. If they have young kids, offer to babysit. If they, I don't know, like a particular type of food, invite them out for dinner, maybe pick up the check if you can. They'll probably insist that they do it, but just to be safe, make sure you can afford the bill. If you're inviting them, of course. Be a normal friend. And eventually you will get to a point where you can say, hey, you know, I noticed this about you and I was wondering if you could give me some advice on X. And it could be related to your opportunity that you're looking for. It's helpful to be straightforward. It's helpful to say exactly what you're looking for. And they will be able to make their own decision as to whether or not they can help you or they will help you. But if you've already put in a lot of work and become a friend, why wouldn't they, right? Don't ghost them after they give you that thing you were looking for, because that's just obviously rude. It's about building lifelong connections, and networking isn't about knowing hundreds of people. It's about knowing like 4 or 5 people, very small number of people, but keeping a very tight-knit group. And those 4 or 5 people that you have in your tight-knit group are quality. They can teach you. They're not at your level, they're above your level. Hopefully that helps. LinkedIn networking is great, I think, although I find LinkedIn so stuffy. I hate it. I hate scrolling on LinkedIn. It's so boring. But it does work, and it is effective if you're trying to meet people. The college mentor, what you said earlier with finances. Oh, wait. Sorry, I must have missed a previous message. Okay, BGND2, book recommendations. Several people have asked for book recommendations. I'm going to give these all to you. Aw. You're welcome, Small Business Strategy. My pleasure. There's a book. Book recommendations. If you're interested in book recommendations, please write these down. There's one called Ask, literally Ask, A-S-K, The Bridge from Your Dreams to Your Destiny by Mark Victor Hansen and his wife. That book is fantastic because it is about the ways your life can change by asking the right person the right question. And for introverts, that's especially difficult. So again, I have a new book coming out for introverts so you know what questions to ask and how to get opportunities. And that's the same with the webinar. Again, that's on pre-sale, shameless plug. That book. A second book that I would recommend to you is going to be, what was the name of it? Fuck, it's on my shelf over there. I wrote a couple books that are really good for networking. They're very concise. The Go-Giver by Bob Burg is another one. So Ask, The Bridge from Your Dreams to Your Destiny, and The Go-Giver by Bob Burg. Outliers by John C. Maxwell. Oh wait, Outliers. And then someone else said John C. Maxwell. I've never read that one. How do you get help and advice from zero connections? Start making some connections. Yeah. Start making connections. It's not difficult. It doesn't take long. You can go to one networking event. Just go to your first one and you will leave with connections. They may not be the connections that you wanted, but you will have connections. And behind. Let me tell you all this before I go, because I'm going to go pretty soon. You only need one single connection to change your life. It doesn't take 10 people. It doesn't take 100. It doesn't even take 2. Just one person. One. Your life can change meeting a single person. It might be the first person you meet. It probably won't be. But if you keep your mind open and if you have an idea of what direction you want to go in, eventually you will come across a person who has the perfect opportunity for you. And clarity is what's going to facilitate that. So for me, when I met that millionaire who taught me how to make all that money, I wanted to meet a millionaire who could teach me how to make money without a job, I wanted to meet someone who could teach me how to make 5 figures a month without a job. And that's exactly what I found. It could be anything. You could want to become a marine biologist working at, I don't know, whatever place marine biologists work at. You could want to meet someone who can help you start your own small business selling candles or anything. It doesn't matter what you're looking for. The point is, one person out there is going to give you the tips, the advice, and the guidance that you need to put yourself on a path to success. Anyway. Wait, what? Wait, I've never read it. Oh yeah, no, sorry. I know it's offensive. If someone could give me an opportunity that values to me, what can I do for that to be achieved? Hold on. I'm thinking. Hold on, I'm thinking. The mentor story? Wait. Oh, do you want me to tell it? Oh.